sir.
Good morning, Ike. Good to be here. Happy weekend. Happy midweek. For me, it's like weekend.
I like the way your name sounds. You know, your surname, when you land, it sounds like a greeting. You know, I quite want song. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Good to be here.
Yeah. So, Otwekon, let's get straight to the conversation. You have been going on a tour, and it was on one of those tours that you counted, if I'm not wrong, 66, right?
356.
356 potholes at Mbarene. Mbarene holds the title for the highest potholes, 366. Fantastic. The Guinness Book of Records should give you guys an award for that one. And you often go on these tours. You went to the car manufacturing plant. You also went on that one. You gave us updates. I don't know if you visited there recently, but we will be, of course, in the course of time, asking you with updates about updates. If that place has been completed, if it's ready, and all of that, because you brought that to the table. You've been telling us stage by stage work that has been going on in that place, and the CLO embarked on the Constituency project tour. You did tell us here before you embarked on that one that the CLO will be embarking on that tour, and you will keep quite on people updated. You want to use that tour to ascertain the level of performance of these our organs who are seated at the high seat. So Otwekon, give us an update from that tour. What did you see, and what should quite on people know?
First off, let me commend Passion FM for being the people's voice. You've given voice to the voiceless by this medium. I must commend the brain behind the setting up of this media outfit. Passion has become like more of the people's oriented station in the state. Again, Passion has always been privileged to get the breaking news before other stations will have it, especially when it comes to community development and what is happening in society. Most times I come here to break the news before others will even hear it. The Civil Liberties Organization, where I'm the privileged to be the chairman by the special grace of God, we've been up and doing. We've been holding government accountable and putting government officials on their toes. Part of our core mandate is to hold government accountable to the people, and because we were amongst the civil society groups that advocated and fought for the emergence of democracy in Nigeria, and so we cannot afford to go to sleep and allow politicians who were not even at the scene when the militaries were chasing us about come to derail the course of governance. And so what we do now, having achieved democracy, is to begin to put government to their toes, hold government officials, and ensure that they are accountable to the people of the state and to the country generally. Now, what we are doing now is called Constituency Project Tracking, otherwise called Project Tour of the various constituencies. You know, we have 26 State House of Assembly members. We have 10 Federal House members, and we have 3 senators representing Akwa Ibom in the National Assembly. If we don't begin to hold them accountable, to begin to ask them to showcase what they have done for their constituents, we will be failing on our duties as civil society groups. And so what CLO in Akwa Ibom is doing now is to begin to go to the project site of these lawmakers. We started off in Ikot-Ekpene Federal Constituency, where we embarked on the project tracking of the member representing Ikot-Ekpene Federal Constituency, right, Honorable Zika Ekong. You recall I was here on the debate when there was issues about the member going for a second term, and the issue of zoning was raised, that it did not favor him, that zoning doesn't favor him, it favors another area, which is Obolokara. And I said I am not a fan of zoning, that I believe in accountability, I believe in merit, I believe in competence, and that we are going to embark on project or to check what he has done. And so CLO has gone to Ikot-Ekpene Udo Kieran and the CLO to check, and we also interface with him and have a first-hand detail of what he has done in terms of bills, motions, and a constituency project. After then we also went to Etinan Federal Constituency, represented by Right Honorable Anofio Luke. He took us to Etinan Insurubium, which is what formed or made up the Etinan Federal Constituency. And then he showed us what he has done in those areas, his project, his constituency office, and all his empowerment that he has also done to his constituents, as well as motions and bills that he has sponsored and co-sponsored. We also went to Mparene State Constituency. Of course, I could not afford to go to Mparene.
That's your
so we also went to Mparene local government area, where the House member representing Mparene in the House of Assembly, Honorable Victor Ekwere, took us to his project. Then we went to Insit Ibo, where the member representing Insit Ibo State Constituency in the House of Assembly, Honorable Ifyok Udo, also showed us what he has done in Siribo in terms of project and motions and bills. Then we also went to I think we'll be going to Esreket, Una and Ibno Federal Constituency under Right Honorable Patrick Ifon, and he is waiting for us in Eket. We'll meet with him in Eket. He will take us around his project in these 4 government areas, cutting across Eket, Ona, Esreket, and Ibno. Then we have also went to Okanafon State Constituency, where with the member representing Okanafon in the House of Assembly, Honorable Charity Ido, also took us to her project, including the apartment that she built for the widows. She also showed us the school that she also, that through her constituency project, had been able to, be set up. Now, at the end of the day, what do we intend to achieve? This is the first time in the history of Akwa Ibom that a society group is taking it upon itself to begin to, track this project and call out the lawmakers and put them on their toes. This is the first time. It is very strange. Let me tell you how their reaction is. When they got the letters from CLO that we are going to embark on this project, the last members were jittery, they were scared. Some of them even called me to
probably make excuses.
They called me to question me and say, why do CLO want to do this? And then some even try to question the authority, that why should CLO want to prove into the House of Assembly. But the truth is, they forgot, like I told them, that they are public servants, and whatever money that is given to them on trust for the people. And whatever project that they have initiated for the people of their constituency, they have to do those projects because the funds for that project is public funds. I remember my very good friend, Right Honorable Udo Kieran, I have to mention his name now, engaged me for more than 30 minutes on phone. And he told me bluntly that he won't take us there to what he has done. I'm calling his name now, Right Honorable Udo Kieran, said he will not take CLO to his project. That CLO can go to his local government and find out what he has done. I was telling him, we cannot just go to your own LG without you leading us. What if we go there and then you ask people to ambush us? You understand me? We need to go. Your other members are doing it. They send their when they are busy, they send their aides to take us around their project. How do we not start going to investigate you? No, we need to go with you. What if we even go and come back and give a report that is not what we see? How can you say this is not what you have done?
You
engage us.
You are the one that
take us to your project. Let us go and see. When we come out, we will not form our own opinion from what we have seen. But Honorable Udo Kieran repeatedly told me that he is not going to take the CLO team to his project. That the CLO can tell the world that he won't take us to his project. That is what he has said. But his colleagues have been very happy about it. They said, oh, fine. After all, they are holding public office. They will take us to their project, and they've taken us to their project, and they are still doing that, and they are willing to show us around. Why are you scared? You are holding public fund and public office, and here the people want to know what you have done for us, and you have been there in his own case for about 3 terms, and he's the leader of the House of Assembly. What are you leading? When you are scared of taking the public, showing the public of what you have done.
Evidence.
Why are you not proud of yourself, proud of what you have done in your area? And so we are still going around. At the end of the day, what we intend to do is to address a press conference and tell the world what each House member, what each federal House member, what each senator has done for his people, and then we will name those who have failed and shame them to the world. Because if this is not done, it will be continuously like that. Now we are campaigning for 2023. Those who want second term, those who want higher offices. What have you to show?
To know who's
we need to know what you have done in where you are already occupying. Why are others, like people like my friend, Right Honorable Udo Kieran, afraid of taking us to his project? But his colleagues who are not even holding office like he is holding in the assembly, who are not even like 3 terms in the assembly, have been very proud and happy to take us around what they have done. Like Charity, like the man for Marine, like the man for Sinibom. These are all first timers, and they were very excited to take us around what they have done. But you have been there first term, second term, and third term, yet you are afraid to take the people of the state via CLO to show what you have done. So we are not given. We are still going around. At the end of the day, CLO will be addressing the world and telling the world what each House member, what each federal House member, what each senator has done, and then those who have failed, we will not fail to also name them and shame them before the world.
All right, thank you very much, Twinkle, for that update there, and it's very pertinent. I mean, we've always talked about leadership being service, and as you rightly presented, if you're holding office, you're holding it in trust for the people, and so when you have the civil society being inquisitive about what you've done, there's nothing for you to, hide. Things should not be shrouded in secrecy. I mean, you should be proud enough to take them there. I mean, if you feel you've done well, you should be able to show people what you've done. Anyway, let's leave that and move on to the next issue there. We do know that he probably called you guys back, and then maybe he was not in a good mood the day you called him. So let's excuse that. I know you're smiling. Maybe he was not in a good mood the day you called him, and maybe the man just wasn't in the mood to see nobody.
No, I wasn't calling him to ask for any personal.
Just to notify him.
We sent official letters to all of
everybody,
them, and they've all acknowledged it. They received it, and they have acknowledged the receipt. Whether you are in the good mood or not, you are occupying public office. I don't need to call you to beg you. Like those of his colleagues,
accountable to the people.
Immediately you send me to public office, you need to be accountable to the public. He was asking me, why should CLO be the one that the word we use, assessment, why should we want to assess him? He was questioning the word we use in later. I said, okay, leave the word. Take us to your project. If the word is your offense, if what you see as offense, let us go and see what you have done. If you are afraid of the word assessment, why are you holding public office?
You should be assessed.
You should be assessed. Who is going to assess you? You've been there first, second, and 10 term. And you keep on, maybe you have another ambition, which is not our interest. Our interest here is go and show us what you have done. Your colleagues who are even first timers are in the haste to show us, take us around, and you that you've been there, you should be able to have something to show to your people. He's asking us whether CLO is constituent. So imagine so the argument was too lengthy. I think 30 minutes, and like you said, maybe he wasn't in the right mood. The day we went to Ukanafon, I also called him again. I said, we are going to Ukanafon. We pass through your local government to Ukanafon. Can you please assign your aid to just take us so that when we are done with Ukanafon, we can enter your own local government area, which is just very close. He said he won't do it.
Okay, well, so much for that then. Let's also talk about one of the activities